Barcelona 3, Brest nil, and Barcelona refined their form, refined their feet after two underwhelming performances in La Liga. And I think there are numerous factors that Hansi Flick, you know, thought about to change for this Brest game to bring the team back to what it was before. And a major part of that is the midfield because I think for the two games that Barcelona played in La Liga where they did not win, I think they tied both of them, and they performed poorly on top of that. It wasn't like they dominated the opposition and created chances, but were unfortunate not to get the win. They just played poorly. I think the midfield that Hansi Flick put out yesterday is exactly the midfield that should be used for the rest of the season. Because when you're going to play Dani Olmo in that attacking midfielder role in the middle, not on the left, in the middle, and you have a double pivot of Pedri and Casado, you're going to dominate the midfield. If you look at Pedri and Casado, it doesn't matter if Pedri isn't the best defensive midfielder in the world. He's not the greatest defensively. He's good, but he's not the greatest. The level of control that Pedri brings you, just look at that performance. That's a textbook midfielder performance that doesn't require GA, that doesn't require a direct goal contribution to be noticed by people. And that's how you can tell a real footballer is good when it doesn't require direct output to be noticed by the masses. That Pedri performance was absolutely unreal, and him and Casado, the amount of duels, the amount of balls they win in that midfield is unbelievable. Casado does not stop running, attempting interceptions, putting in duels, putting in challenges, tackling, and almost all the time he wins the ball back. And Pedri playing in that double pivot position is super important because he's a controller. I don't know why Hansi Flick or De La Fuente in Spain play Pedri that high up in the 10 position. He is not an attacking midfielder. He's a CM or advanced defensive midfielder. And you can see that because the second he goes back to that position, look at the way the whole team plays. Not just the midfield, not just Pedri. Everybody is operating like clockwork. Everyone's playing more smoothly. There's more chances created. Barca has more possession. They lose the ball less and give turnovers for the counterattack less. If Pedri's involved in that midfield and the role that he should be playing, you will dominate the game. And he is literally the best midfielder in the world when he's not playing some role that he shouldn't be playing. And Dani Olmo playing in the middle is super important. Yesterday, fair enough. He wasn't, you could tell he's a bit, not 100% fit like he was at the start of the season. That injury did affect him a little bit. He's not like 100% there yet. But even when he did make some mistakes in the final third, with passing, decision making, whatever it may be, he still scored a goal that was a super high technicality goal in terms of the ability he had to display for the goal. First touch, got around the defender in the box, and good finish. I think it was between or right next to the keeper's legs. And that's exactly what happens when you put the right players in the right positions. The two games that Barcelona didn't win, it wasn't just about, Yamal's injured and a couple players are missing. It was that the whole team rotated. So you had Pedri move up, Olmo moved to the left, Rafinha moved to the right. You had a lot of players switching up because of one player's injury. And that shouldn't be the case. What you should do is keep everybody the same. Don't rotate. Don't change anybody's position because you're just hindering them. You're taking players out of their best possible scenarios, best possible environments to compensate for one player being injured. Keep everybody there and just find one player, whoever it may be, to just, be subbed in for the player that's injured and just hold it down for one game, 2 games, put in a shift, whatever it may require. And this Brest game, Barca back to, the offside trap was back to being effective because those 2 games that Barca tied, it seemed that they didn't catch anybody offside. The offside trap wasn't existent. So the offside trap was back yesterday. The dominant attacking was back yesterday. They scored 3 goals again in a game without conceding any. Barca, obviously, under Hansi Flick, have been scoring 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goals a game. Barca's back to that now, and this is what they need to build on now. I know the injuries for Yamal and whoever may be injured now, Balde is still not 100%, are obviously detrimental, but it shouldn't affect the whole team and the way everyone's lining up because of that. Hansi Flick, I think, has noticed that now. I think when it comes to Gerard Martin, yesterday he performed pretty decently. If he continues this form, he'd be a very good backup, but I don't think it's going to be the case. I think this was a one-off game. He's been extremely poor, so Barca in the winter windows need to they don't need to sign some kind of superstar. They need to find someone who can be a good squad player and find some depth for the positions that are needed. and hopefully Hansi Flick builds upon this. I think that him seeing the way a team has played with him rotating all the players around the starting 11 in those two games that they tied compared to the Brest game where he didn't rotate too many players' positions. I think he's realized that now, and it's not going to be a mistake he's going to make again. They need to build upon this and do not have any run of forms that are poor again. Because the fact that Madrid's only going to be 1 point behind Barca if they do win their game in hand in the league, considering the performances, is crazy to me. All things considered, I think Barcelona should be at least 6 points ahead, at least, and hopefully there's no more slip ups because it's gonna get very dangerous for Barcelona. Madrid obviously have Vinny out for the next 3 weeks, and he's gonna miss a bunch of La Liga games. Let's see what happens with that. This was a bit of a shorter video. Let me know what you guys think. And now there's no more international breaks for the next 4 months, finally. So there's gonna be more videos being uploaded, more shorts and TikToks being uploaded. If you guys want to check those out in the links in the description, I have my socials linked there. Yeah, Barca's gonna be playing 1 to 2 weeks a game now, almost one to two games a week now, almost every week. So more content. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video.